Good day and welcome to the dining table. Rookie New York City firefighter scales building during fire rescue. Subscribe, like, and share. So, I want to first commend the fire department on the work that they do. As a September 11th survivor, I saw it then. I still see it now. They run to the fire when everyone else is trying to run for safety. And I'm happy that the mayor was able to restore funding back to the fire department. The firefighters union was really making a lot of noise about that, saying that when there's a run, it's not good to have four firefighters. You really need to have five firefighters. And many people don't know this, but firefighters have health concerns, from inhaling the smoke and whatever else could be in there, to just the physical aspect of their training and their job. They have to be in mentally, and we really commend them for the work that they do. Here is firefighter Lopez, a rookie firefighter. He's one of three firefighters that scaled a building where many were injured and one person sadly died. Many firefighters needed medical assistance after that. It is alleged to be because of an e-bike. So there's going to be, laws, more laws for that, and then fire escapes and inspections and sprinkler systems in buildings. But let's first look at one of the firefighters. Now, I don't know if it's firefighter Lopez in the video scaling because there were three firefighters, but let me just show you one of them that we have that the fire department put out. Here you see one of the firefighters coming down uh, the building with someone wrapped around them. Uh, this is special rope used to hold their weight, however they position it. They practice uh, many long hours to do this, but the chief says that they do it. They've only typically only have to do it once a year, but this particular fire they had to do it three times. Now, this is NYPD's drones that they are using in collaboration with the fire department to watch the whole rescue. And you can see that they came in from the roof. They have to secure this special rope. This is something that they practice in the Firefighters Academy, even after they are firefighters. Very scary situation. Heroes, these firefighters to do this amazing rescue. And it also comes to show you the technology that New York City is working with. Uh, this is the type of technology they're doing in order to do their work uh, effectively and faster and easier. Now we're going to hear from FDNY Chief Hodges, who's going to talk about what they did during the rescue. And we're going to hear from Chief Fields talking about those who needed medical assistance. And then we're going to hear from firefighter Lopez, the rookie, who is one of the firefighters that scaled the building. Let's listen.
Good afternoon. The fire was a very challenging fire, as mentioned. We received a call and arrived on scene in 3.5 minutes. The units arrived. There were numerous people on the fire escape, escaping the third, fourth, and fifth and sixth floors. There was a heavy, heavy smoke condition throughout the upper floors of the building. As our members did a survey of the building, they noticed there were people trapped that were hanging out the windows on the side alley up on the fifth floor. We have an evolution for that. It's called the life-saving rope evolution, where our members attach themselves to a rope, and then another member goes onto the rope and goes off the side of the building, goes down to the window and grabs the person that is trapped by the fire. This happened 3 times at this fire. 3 firefighters performed this evolution. We usually have 1 of these a year or 2. This was 3 at one fire. A very heroic action. And all of those people, unfortunately, are in critical condition, but they're at the hospital. While that was going on, we had our engine company moving in the front door of the building and up to the 3rd floor with the hose line. On the 3rd floor where the fire apartment was, we had heavy fire that was blowing out into the hallway from the fire apartment. The fire that was blowing out was blocking off the exit pathway of the occupants trying to escape down the stairs. So as the engine company moved in to extinguish that fire, our ladder company members moved up and went up to the upper floors. Unfortunately, they found 3 victims unconscious on the upper floors of the building. All of the victims were quickly removed and brought down to awaiting EMS members who administered advanced life-saving care and took them off to area hospitals. One of the firefighters who went over on the rope is a probationary firefighter with less than 1 year on the job. So he's had quite the introduction into the FDNY. I'm going to pass it off to Chief Fields, who can give us more details on the patients.
Good afternoon. EMS units on scene treated a total of 18 patients. 12 were transported to area hospitals. 5 of those 12 were critical patients. 1 succumbed to their injuries at the hospital. The paramedics, as everybody's saying right now, did a phenomenal job once fire operations brought the patients out to extend life and get people to the area hospital so they can get continued care.
2 officers. Yeah. Now I want to introduce you to the 2 firefighters who went over, 2 of the 3 that went over on a rope and rescued people from the upper floors of the building. Wow. Tell them your name.
So these are 2 of the 3 firefighters that scaled the building. I'm surprised they can even talk. I'm sure that they're tired. Only one firefighter is going to talk. This first one, firefighter Lopez, who is the rookie. And I know his family must be, so proud. Some people, even though they practice this in the academy, they're doing this all the time. When it becomes real, he could have just run and hide and said, I don't feel well today, chief. It's the real thing. And he went in. Well, first the chief has to feel comfortable putting him to go scale the building. But you will see when he speaks, he is very humble. He may be a little, shaken up because it's the real thing, a little nervous because of the cameras, but you can see that he is humble and he's genuine. And it's more than just a job. These firefighters have to have that feeling of wanting to risk their safety in their lives to go help others, and that's exactly what he did. And he looked like he probably went to the chief and said, put me in, coach, put me in, because as the chief said, they do this, they may have these once a year, but to do this 3 times in one fire, then he had to look and see who he has in the team to go and do it. And he felt confident in firefighter Lopez and the other 2 firefighters. And when I do videos and say, what about money to America? right? We're giving so much money to other countries, and not that we can't help these other countries, but we have needs. We have people who are homeless and are hungry right here in America. I also mean looking at this young man and looking at the American flag on the fire truck and looking at the American flag on his uniform and saying, this is where we need funding to go. Someone told this young man that he could be a firefighter and where to take the test, and and how to get started, and to have more programs invested in the people, the young people, the older people who've contribute. He is honorable for the work that he did today, and he wears that American flag on his uniform proudly. And we need to make that we contribute to them, and we offer those services to them, so that we call America. Let's put some more money into young firefighters and other professions.
Yes. My name is probationary firefighter Jason Lopez. Upon arrival to the fire, we got reports of victim hanging out of the fourth side of the building. We made our way up to the roof, and once I went over the parapet, looked over the parapet, and showed them not to jump, that we're coming down to rescue them. This is the same drill that we work on every Monday with the truck and every Tuesday with the engine. It all starts back to the FDNY Academy at the Rock, all the training with the rope.
I just want to point out, look how proud Chief is of firefighter Lopez. He is, and he's humble. He's humble. He's not, he's on TV and he knows people are watching him, and he's very humble about it. And you know, Chief Hodge is very proud of his firefighters today, and you can see, just look at his face. You can see it in his face. And you know what, young man, I hope one day you can become commissioner. That that you look back one day and you see this video, and you keep going up in your ranks and your training, and helping the people of New York, and uh, do
I'd like to
well.
thank them as well. I'd like to thank the Harlem Hilton as well, 6928, for all the training that we do at the firehouse. We always train like the real thing, so when the real thing happens, we know what we're doing. I also like to thank the firefighter to my right, Katso, firefighter Katso, who lowered me, trusted me with my life. This is an evolution that we do every week at the firehouse, and it's just like we train. Thank you. Cuando llegamos al fuego, ellos lo dijo a nosotros que había gente girándose por fuera de la ventana en el lado 4 del edificio, que es el lado a la derecha. Había tres gente en la ventana y cuando llegamos ahí notamos que había gente mirando por la ventana, y cuando subimos para el rufo le dijimos que no brinque, que lo vamos a rescatar, y pusimos la soga de rescate para usar como nosotros entrenamos en la casa de fuego. Todos los lunes entrenamos, todos los martes también entrenamos, y el bombero a mi derecha, que se llama bombero Katzo, fue que me bajó. Yo confié con él, con mi vida, para rescatar a la gente que estaban ahí, y algo que siempre entrenamos en la casa, y soy muy orgulloso por tener la oportunidad. Me siento muy feliz completarlo. Gracias.
Now they don't let the other two firefighters speak, so we'll end there. Subscribe, like, and share. Until next time.